Hello everybody, it's Starrapter here and welcome to my review for Jessica Jones Season 2. This is on Netflix and this season is all about the backstory of Jessica Jones. I know it was very kind of hazy in the first season, but we really just take a deep dive and discover how she got her powers and much more. So let's talk about the things that I liked most about the season of Jessica Jones, and I want to start off by talking more about her origins and how they kind of did it in season 2 rather than season 1. I thought that was really interesting, but it worked effectively because now that we know all of her character and her side characters from the first season, we could really just deep dive and focus, laser focus on what really makes the character tick. Something else that I liked a lot was this whole private eye aspect of this season. Everything from the noir type feel with the music and how Jessica Jones is just discovering different things. It takes its time this season to really just hammer in those details. I thought the secondary characters were even more appealing than Jessica Jones herself this season. So Hogarth as well as Trish Walker both had exceptionally strong arcs that made me care about these characters, and I didn't even see that they would end up the way they did at the end of this season. So moving over into the negatives, the first thing I want to mention is that there isn't a whole lot of action in this season, and that did for me at least hold it back. I wanted to see more fighting. We know that Jessica Jones is capable of some very heroic deeds. We do see some, but they are just so sparse in between. Another thing that held back the season for me was how the pacing was, about how the overall arc kind of was just so stretched out, so thin for me, and it just didn't seem like it was that dynamic of a plot moving forward. I always compare the Netflix Marvel shows to Daredevil Season 2, where they had like 3 different arcs, and it really just felt like almost 3 separate seasons, but they all combined in one. And this was nothing like that. I mean, this is its own story, but still, I think they could have made it tighter, at least cut down the episodes, and I feel like, I always say that almost every season of every Marvel show, but this show, I really felt that. And my final complaint about Jessica Jones Season 2 is how disconnected it feels from the rest of the MCU. Not only MCU, but just like the Netflix shows in general. Like, there is really not a lot of dwelling on what happens in the Defenders, and to me, that seems like it's very bizarre considering there's major events that happened in that. And this just worries me because at first it happened with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. They had a couple cool references in the first 2 seasons, and then they went totally separate from that, and that's okay because that's a cool show. But I really just want these Netflix shows to just depend on each other. As bad as that sounds, that to me is super appealing when you have a lot of crossover, and I feel like there just should have been at least an episode or a couple minute discussion of, okay, this thing happened to Defenders and this affected me that way, but there was none of that. So I'm very worried going forward about the future of the Netflix MCU shows according to this series here with Jessica Jones Season 2. With that being said, I'm going to score Jessica Jones Season 2 a score of a 7.5 out of 10. Jessica Jones Season 1 was far superior than this season, and I think it also has to do with the villain. I really like Kilgrave as villain more than the villain in Season 2 of Jessica Jones, but I do appreciate that they did try to do something different this season and really switch it up. So, what did you guys think of Jessica Jones Season 2, and are you enjoying the Netflix Marvel shows in general? Let's talk about it and have a discussion in that comment section below. Also, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I have plenty of other content that I upload on a weekly basis, a lot of Star Wars content, some Marvel show and movie reviews every once in a while. So make sure, if you like this video and you want to see more, that you subscribe to the channel so you'll never miss another video. My name's Starrapter. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye. Thanks for checking out the video. Please hit that thumbs up symbol. It helps me know that I'm making content that you guys enjoy. And if you enjoyed this video, I also include 2 videos down below you guys should check out. And please consider subscribing to this channel. It helps support me, and it notifies you guys of when I get new videos up on the channel. You can also contact me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Starrapter.